People who have come into the place love it. They want to be adopted as Devonport people. I've got a couple of friends that live here and they are from other countries or from places up north. They are very proud to be part of Devonport. Very, very proud.
Considering the reputation that Devonport has got, yeah, there's drugs out there. Yeah, there's violence out there, but you know, it's only there if you go looking for it. Half the time, everybody in Plymouth used to come down here to dump their cars and burn them. It wasn't Devonport. It wasn't the Devonport people. It was the outsiders bringing them in. And now that has stopped because people are standing up for themselves. That's probably the same view of the police who would think twice about coming into such a dodgy area, but that's no longer.
My vision was maintaining Devonport's heart, to maintain the feeling that was here, to give the Devonport people a boost because they had nothing since the war. It was a deprived area and it would have been a lift to get these people back and tell them they are worth something.
When I first came here, taxi drivers would say, "Don't give them an inch," and stuff like that. And whenever I say I'm from Devonport, people always tell me how rough it is. But you know, I can honestly say people who haven't got anything give more in other ways. And that's why I'm quite proud to be from Devonport.
I think it's the first time we've actually felt that things can really happen. You can actually say something in the community meetings and through a series of events, somewhere down the line, something actually happens.
I just want to live in a place that's safe for my family, so it's nice to see the parks getting regenerated. To me, if we can come up to Devonport Park with sandwiches, a flask of coffee and sit on a blanket or play with the kids having a relaxing afternoon, then I'm happy.
The area has undergone a lot of renovation in the last couple of years. You know, old buildings being knocked down and new buildings being built, and that is giving the place a nicer feeling.
You know, I couldn't wish for anything better. I'm part of the community. I should be a Devonport person, really. You know, my little one has been brought up with Devonport.
I think Devonport people probably take pride in the area now. It's like over the period of time, people have lifted their heads and, you know, willingly get involved in things. You can see an improvement in the crime reduction and their living areas and all those sorts of things. It's lifted up the morale of the area and they're passionate about keeping that.
DRC have given the children of the community the opportunity to get education bursaries and things like that. A lot of my friends have done courses through DRC and I've signed up to do one soon. They have got the opportunity to get education, training, to retrain and get a better quality of life. And there are a lot of people out there that have achieved that, which is good. But at the end of the day, if somebody doesn't want to do it, they're not going to do it.
There's so much happening around the community these days. People are really getting help finding their feet so that they can go out and find a career for themselves. They had help with getting on courses so that they can go on to their chosen career.
At Marlborough and Mount Wise, there's a nurture group where they take children that need a bit of extra help away from mainstream classes. It gives them what they need and means less disruption to the other kids in the class. To be honest with you, I couldn't ask for anything more than what I've got. At the end of the day, I've got a roof over my head, I've got somewhere safe for my child to play, and there's a great school for her to go to when she's a bit bigger.
Me? I'm not afraid now. I would walk in Devonport any time of the night. I wouldn't in Plymouth, but I would in Devonport. I wouldn't be afraid to go out because I trust people in Devonport now, and everybody looks out for everybody. This is the best part. We all know each other. DRCP gave us £15,000 to spend on what us young people of the area wanted, and we decided that we should vote for what we wanted. It was a tie, so it ended up that we did a fun day in 2 local parts of Devonport with the money. I've been really pleased and grateful to be able to be involved. Yeah, it has made a big difference to me. Not only me, but my family. They helped my mum to get the career she wanted to go into. They funded her college courses.
I like the changes around, the changes with me especially. I mean, I've always had a great standard of living because I am that kind of person. But when it comes to my education, well, I didn't have a good one. I left school at 15. At just 15, I went straight into work. Never got no qualifications, but I've got more qualifications now than I've ever had. It's been hard work at times, but the hardest work is trying to keep the enthusiasm going, because some days it's like, you know, you can only take so much, and sometimes you're going to be telling yourself, oh, come on, you started this for a reason, just keep going.
I've got 2 young children, so to have an area where they can grow up in and have memories like I've got of the area growing up, having friends, safe friends. My kids love it here.
There's no other way of describing what I feel about Devonport. I love Devonport, it's my world.
I loved it here as a child. Down in Duke Street, it was great. Smashed a few windows, you know, playing football in an area where it said no ball games. But I was different from a lot of the other kids in the area. If me and my mates played football and smashed a window just playing, we'd tidy up a mess and let the caretaker know we were sorry.
We've got the health clinic that's been here about 3 months in Welcome Hall. I've got my C card, yeah? You just go along and you can get free condoms. But you're only allowed to take like 7 a week, so you can't go like over the top or anything. I love this area. I've been brought up here, and I think that genuine Devonport people have the same thoughts. It's always been a really close community. There's a lot of outside people living here. They were here temporarily because they've been put here. I don't think people would have stayed here though if they didn't enjoy working here, and the challenges and the rewards. And there are some really positive results from some of those kids who have difficult home lives